So I will create another banger for you, hopefully. In this video, I'm going to talk about how to ignore your mind to finally manifest. Yes, I said it. Common law of attraction advice really doesn't work if you just use it like it is mentioned everywhere, all the time. Like, if you could just think about something and you would get it, then we would all be billionaires with six-pack abs. And, or whatever you want, right? This is not my quote, I stole it from somewhere, but I think it's a good representation of what people believe manifestation to be. Manifestation is actually self-mastery. Manifestation is changing internally to the point where you already have it, and then the external reflection will show it, right? So we are not using a magic trick. We are not employing any tactics. We are believing that we will get what we are already. And if you want to work with me, link is in the description. I work with business owners, traders, CEOs, board members, actors, athletes, everything, you name it, because this is the law. This is how you create the life you desire. All right, let's get started. So I don't have like the perfect outline for this video. I have some quotes for you from the Quran and from the Bible, which will like build the foundation of, so what do we do with doubt and the struggle we face when we don't see the money in our bank account, or if we don't see the health, or if we don't see the business result? What do we do with that information to keep on manifesting? And even more importantly, what do we do with the success? So how do we treat the money finally arriving in our bank account so we don't lose it again? Because that is also something that is happening to a lot of my clients, that they are doing good and then they keep on looping in this not doing good for a period and then doing good again. So we'll talk about that, how to stay unmoved by successes and how to stay unmoved by failures. All right, so please stick around. This is an important video. So I think we'll start with the quotes, and then I will move on to my method with my clients: internalize conviction, externalize doubt. First off, from the Quran, indeed, Allah will not change the condition of a people until they change what is in themselves. So I think it explains itself. But if doubt arises in your world, don't treat it as fate. Shift internally instead. So that doubt, see it as a reflection of old you. So if you can change your condition, your outside world will change. That is basically what this quote is saying. Next one, whatever good happens to you is from Allah, but whatever evil happens to you is from yourself. And that's the same principle in, like, if you look at this metaphysically, so whatever you have already created in your life came from your consciousness. So that should build your conviction. You are a powerful creator. There's not anything in your world you did not create with your mind. It was always there before it came to fruition out here. But whatever evil happens to you is from yourself. And that means that is not from your consciousness. The results, like, that is ego attaching to a thought, to doubt. And yeah, we'll talk about that later. Next one, put your trust in Allah. Surely Allah loves those who trust him. Also explains itself, but put your trust in your creative power. Put your trust in your consciousness, which is a part of the greater collective consciousness, which you could call God, Allah, source, awareness, whatever you would call it, right? Consciousness then goes on to love those who trust it, which means it works in the favor of those who uses it. So if you use your consciousness with conviction, you can create. So therefore it loves you, right? It will give you everything you need. And from the biblical verses, which states the same, James 1:6-8, but let him ask in faith with no doubting. For the one who doubts is like a wave of the sea, driven and tossed by the wind. Such a person should not expect to receive anything from the Lord. So doubt totally removes the possibility of you creating anything with your mind, because you are not it. If you were it, you would believe that it to be so, right? Next one, Psalm 46:10, be still and know that I am God. And that is like, be still. It's the same when I tell you to be unmoved. Find peace in whatever is happening is from you. And then change your reflection so you will just see differently. This is from Mark 4:39-40. He got up, rebuked the wind, and said to the waves, quiet, be still. Then the wind died down, and it was completely calm. He said to his disciples, why are you so afraid? Do you still have no faith? Romans 4:20-21, I think this is about Abraham. Yet he did not waver through unbelief regarding the promise of God, but was strengthened in his faith and gave glory to God, being fully persuaded that God had power to do what he had promised. So fully persuaded is internalized conviction, right? You are so persuaded that when it comes, you are not surprised, right? And we'll talk about that later, but if you want to win the lottery, right? And I'm telling you to become a lottery winner inside. I am not. And I rarely talk about this because it's a request that I think stems from elsewhere in your system. Sometimes from a belief that you cannot make this money yourself. But let's just take the example. If you then were to win the lottery and you were surprised, did you have that already inside? No, you didn't. Because then you would not be surprised. And that is the part of this lecture, or what you call this video, that is very important to make a distinction on. Like, everybody talks about how not to react to doubt. But not a lot of people talk about how not to react to success. Like, if the distinction is being made, right? Your internal world is your external world. And you will just keep on repeating that your awareness can rest on anything inside without limitations. And you are not used to this because of your upbringing, because of your parents, because of society, because of your colleagues. So you think, I will need to rest my awareness on the thoughts that they tell me to focus on, or I will need to rest my awareness on my lacking business results or my sickness or whatever it is. But you need to teach yourself now that you can rest your awareness on anything. And you can simply just close your eyes and visualize a polar bear. And then realize, okay, now my awareness is resting on a polar bear. Good. Then I will ask you to imagine your bank account. Not close your eyes open. In your head, while you have open eyes, imagine a screen with your number. And then change that number in your mind right now. 4 million, 8 million, 12 million, 10, 20 million, whatever the amount should be, right? And then realize you can rest your awareness on that and not what you see if you check your bank account in 3D world, like this external world right now. You can do this with health as well, right? Realize that when you have pain in your body, you can rest your awareness in your mind on being healthy, right? At the same time, it's totally possible. You are not used to doing this. It does not make it less true. You can do this. It requires for some of you some practice, but when you do this, you become unstoppable. And that's the beginning of my method in relationship to this subpart of my method. Because externalized doubt, right? Let's start with that, and then we'll take on internalized conviction afterwards. So externalized doubt, you will start to manifest something. And you will try to create a 2.0 version of yourself. A person that now believes I believe now that I rest my awareness on something else. Being healthy. And then you will tell me, yeah, but I struggle. Or it doesn't work, or I don't see the results on the outside. And then again, realize you have shifted your awareness a bit from totally identifying with the problem to slightly identifying with the problem. but you are now identifying with a timeline or with a specific identity of yours that is almost there, that is struggling. You can also externalize that doubt simply by resting your awareness on something else. Like Kanye West did. Like I always mention him, even though maybe he's not the best example, I don't know. Like he just kept on saying, I'm the greatest rapper alive, or I'm the greatest rapper in the universe. And I saw once upon a time this chart he laid out with how his business ventures were to be and how that played out. Like he was such a powerful creator, and you are too. So when he got rejected or when people told him otherwise, he did not move inside. Like the storm, he realized he created that storm. And he could stay faithful in his mind. He could keep believing in God, keep believing in source, whatever you call it, while seeing otherwise in the external world. And that ultimately led him to where he wanted to be, because he did not waver. He did not flinch. He just stayed where he were inside. And so if Kanye were to grab a thought, if he were to get a rejection from a record label early on, and he were to grab it and say, yeah, so that's not me. I guess I'm a failure, right? What would happen? He would stop. And he would choose a different path. And realize that is what you are doing when you're latching on to struggle, is that you don't need to do it. You just believe yourself to be the middleman now. And externalize that as well. Realize that whatever is not what you would desire at your maximum capabilities of desire, like I'm healthy, I'm wealthy, I'm wise, whatever you want to be, if it's not that, then it's not you. Just make up your mind inside. And then when doubt arises, I don't doubt, because I know myself to be something on the inside. Okay? It's totally okay to tell the universe that. Show consciousness that you stand up for yourself. For once. All right? Realize the outside world moves in relation to that. So just stay convinced regardless. You actually, even if for those who do not believe in manifestation, you have nothing to gain from bathing in the doubt. Like, right? People really love to take a huge, long shower in the doubt of what they feel and what they see, right? Yeah, I get a bill, but I would also really like to worry for 4 hours now. And I know that I'm stating it in a way that looks not directly at the problem, because I know it's not easy for some of you to remove that doubt. But I'm trying to help you realize that the doubt and the problem, they are not the same. It is conditioning of a mind that makes doubt the primary feeling of something external. We can be in a position internally when we master ourselves where we see it, and first thought of doubt, we catch it and say, external world does not affect my internal world. Then let's move on to internalized conviction. So then it works. You manifest money, you manifest health, you manifest something crazy, right? And you want to start jumping up and down. And while it's totally okay and it should be met with thankfulness or gratefulness, like that your consciousness again worked in your favor, realize that it is no surprise. And really take it in, close your eyes, really feel, I created this. Instead of like treating it as if you do not believe in manifestation, right? If you do not believe in manifestation, yes, obviously it's a huge deal winning the lottery or getting a promotion or suddenly being healthy again or getting your partner back or whatever you're trying to do, right? But if you find the conviction and you make it happen and it happens, then obviously it happened. And this will build character, internalizing it. If you say that it's crazy, you are jumping back into that loop of externalizing things. And that is what I have seen people do, where they will internalize stuff, really remove themselves from doubt for a period, then get all they want and start celebrating and externalize everything as well again, right? And then immediately when they get a business result, look for it outside. Okay, when will I get the next business result? You just created it from the inside, just create it from the inside again, right? Otherwise, it will become this loop where you make money, lose money, make money, lose money, or get healthy, get sick, get healthy, get sick, or whatever, like, you get the drill, right? Obviously is a powerful word for your conviction, right? So sometimes I say realistic. I hate that word. Rational. I hate that word. Like, but I don't hate it if you spice it up with manifestation. If you being realistic is actually you being in what others would say highly delusional, right? If that is your realism, I'll take it any day. And I believe you when you comment something in my comment field. Please do that. Tell me about your successes and your failures, and I'll try to help you along. So I know that you can create. I've seen it with my clients, crazy stuff, but I've also seen it with just you in the comments, like manifesting promotions, manifesting lottery tickets, manifesting health conditions, manifesting people. Like, I have seen this so much that I can just believe you when you say, I want this, yeah, and you can have it. And you'll start off by giving it to yourself on the inside. And then slowly work on how you can remove external validation from that equation. And yeah, I just wrote down something I wanted to put in this video, that the waiting period for external world to catch up is mandatory. And the reason why I'm telling you is because don't go looking. Like, you have spent 30 years creating something that is being reflected, and now you would like to employ a trick onto reality. Okay, I will just shift today and then I will see differently today. Why? Because the internal world is all you need. So it's not a matter of I will employ a trick and then I will go back to old me. No, you will change yourself to find certainty in yourself and conviction in yourself and believe that you can create in this wonderful big co-creation of ours. So you just go there for the rest of your life. And every time you get a desire, find the conviction. Like, don't go outside, do I have it? But go inside, can I give it to myself? And can I stay in that belief? And can I attend to the thoughts that only aligns with that? Right? Really stay there in your mind. Build that house up from the ground. Just keep building it. And realize that's actually the only satisfaction you need. And when it shows, yeah, obviously it shows. This is how it works. So when people ask me, so I'm trying to figure out how to stop struggling. Stop giving struggle to yourself. Stop believing that part of you that is not your end destination in terms of timelines, right? Keep shifting. Just jump to the end. Give yourself everything you want inside. And you stick with it. Stick with it no matter what. Let's see if I forgot something. I don't think so. So, internalize conviction. Everything that is happening, obviously. Say thanks, feel grateful, because you, once again, got it exactly as you wanted it. You got exactly what you rested your awareness on. Right? So you can say thanks. You can feel very grateful, and you will feel that deep inside you. But you can also stay in the knowing. Yes, this is how it works. And then when it doesn't work out, God, Allah, the universe, whatever, is testing you. Say, yeah, I cannot recognize that. Maybe that's a part of old me being reflected. Maybe that is the law of polarity trying to create balance. Maybe that is a test to see if I'm still at that vibration. I don't know. Either way, it's not me. And you can do that with the things you see, the things you feel, the things you think. How long have we been talking? 21 minutes. I think that's it for today. Love you all. Thanks for watching.